Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I have a giant sandwich, goldfish, and more of our cranberry ginger drink beverage that we got from Trader Joe's in our last video. If you guys haven't seen that, you can watch there. We have some stuff to talk about. And if I'm being honest, it's made me feel really, really good. I've seen a lot of requests for these type of like have lunch with me videos. And I know I really like watching them. And so the fact that I get to be somebody you guys like to watch means a lot to me. So I'm really excited to kind of just sit down and hang out and share. We have a big, gorgeous sandwich. There's like chicken and salami and tomato and avocado. It's huge. So let's dive in to the sandwich in my life. I always forget a paper towel. I'm feeling like a little saucy, a little tea-spilly, a little naughty. Naughty is such a weird word. Like, I feel like sometimes it is sexy and then sometimes it's like, ugh, why'd you say that? We can talk about my dating life for a second. Whatever, shut up. Okay, fine. I think I've mentioned it on here before. I'm just not much of like an app person, like Tinder, Hinge, whatever. I've done them, of course, but I haven't had them for quite some time. It's not really my vibe. I love when they work for people. I love people who love them. I think that's fantastic. When I've done them, they've been fun. But I haven't had them for a long time. But I've, you know, been trying to like make myself very open to the possibility of love and dating and companionship. I sound like my mom. So I met this really great guy at a party a little while ago. Truly fantastic guy. A 10 out of 10, man. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm gonna give it a shot, which feels silly because it's been so long that I've been single and I thought I was ready for something, but I gave it a shot, which I think is really important, and it just didn't like pan out into anything, you know? We had a couple lovely dates. Again, truly a great guy. But yeah, it's just like, when it came down to it, I was like, oh gosh, as much as I thought I might have been, you know, as long as it might have been that I've been single, which we'll get to in a second, because time is a silly thing to base anything off of. I just wasn't, and that's okay. And I wanted to sit down and remind you that if you're not ready for something, you don't have to force yourself to be. And if something doesn't feel right in your heart, that's okay. And it could be with a person, it could be with a job, it could be with, you know, a friend. Like, if something's not working, it's okay to let it go or to not let it come into your life or whatever. Like, if this amazing job opportunity fell into your lap and it should be perfect for you, you should love it, it's so much money, it's all this stuff, but like something in you is like, I don't want it. Listen to that, you know? I believe in outside opinions. Like, I talk to my friends and my family about, you know, everything. But ultimately, the decision is yours. Ultimately, you are the only one who can really, really feel it in your heart, you know? And so if you're not ready for something, you're not ready for something. And that's okay. Why am I eating it sideways? Okay. You're good. So that's been dating. I am so obsessed with this. Anyway, that's that sitch. Just a quick shout out to my brother. Let me tell you guys about how Eddie's been doing. Eddie has been absolutely crushing it on TikTok. And he goes live as the sort of hat and he sorts people into their houses. It is just such a joy to watch him get the recognition he deserves for his creativity and his like humor. It makes me so happy. I can't. So that's been really cool. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I mentioned this in a video yet. It might have just been like on Instagram. Our sweet baby angel, Christy, is moving out of the apartment. She's moving closer with her family, so it's gonna be great. Nothing happened. It's just a matter of like school and family is closer to where she's gonna be. Everything's good. She's still in California. She'll be like an hour away. I've been looking for a new roommate, so that's been kind of exciting and also tricky, and just like, you know, if you've ever needed to look for a new roommate, it can get a little frustrating, but I think we found somebody. And if this person does work out, I'll obviously introduce you if they're comfortable with it. It will be great. It will be great. Manifesting greatness. Thank you. I will tell you what, here's something I've been worried about. I'm scared my hair is falling out. I just feel like lately it's been like, it feels thinner, and I don't know if that's because it's healthier. I know when you bleach your hair, it kind of like poofs up because you're like dehydrating it and stuff. It gets sort of crinkly. Maybe that was just my hair. But I do know that that's like a thing with bleaching. And so I'm like, okay, is my hair healthy so it feels like sleeker and that's why it feels smaller? But also like when I shower or when I brush my hair or wash my hair, I feel like so much hair comes out. But also I'm like, Is that because my hair is darker now so I can see it easier? Like when I see a hair on my bed now, it looks like a little, you know, dark brown hair. But 6 months ago, was it 6 months ago? But a year ago, whatever. But a year ago it was blonde, so maybe I just didn't see them as much or as easily. I don't know. It definitely worries me a little bit. I have been a little stressed, just like with all the transition in life and stuff, but yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. How have you guys been doing? What's been happening with you? What is going on in the life of you? What are you most excited? If you're comfortable, you can leave in the comments down below. What are you most excited about? And what's something that you're happy is like done and over with? Like if you finished filing your taxes, if you finally quit a job, if you finally broke up with a partner, like what are those two things? What are you most excited for? And what are you most happy is done? I'm doing the I'm listening sign, but really I'm gonna be reading all of these, so leave those in the comments. Oh my gosh. Have you guys been watching White Lotus? No, actually not yet. Hold on. Did you guys watch Love is Blind 3? Tricky, tricky, tricky. How much mustard is on my face? I recognize that it's a reality show. I recognize what they're putting in and what they're keeping out. But some of the things that those men said willingly on camera, I mean, all of those women were so stunning. And the fact that the men had anything to say about anything was ridiculous. Please, please leave in the comments below what you thought about Love is Blind if you watched it. No. Oh, I'm watching White Lotus. Are you guys watching White Lotus? I think I'm already too emotionally attached to it though, because I didn't know when the next episode was coming out. And I found out it was coming out like yesterday, which was Sunday night. But nowhere would say what time it was coming out, and I probably checked like 6 times to see if it was up yet. So I should probably chill out. I kind of really do. I will say that though. I am excited that they're doing like weekly stuff again, as opposed to like dropping everything on one day. I think there's pros and cons to each for sure. But it is sort of fun to have something to look forward to, you know? Oh, let's talk about the holidays. American Thanksgiving is right around the corner. This is when tensions can start to get a little high. I think it's a very beautiful thing that we all want everyone to be happy. We all want to be around our family. We all want to make sure our families are happy, etc., etc., etc. Hi, as I'm editing this, I'm realizing that I was being maybe not fully thoughtful. I know some of us aren't around our families during the holidays, be it that we can't because they're not around, or be it that maybe we don't have the best relationships with them. So I do apologize for that. For this, I'm still talking about boundaries during the holidays with people you're close with, bosses, things like that. So I apologize if I wasn't thinking of every situation, but the message is still the same. However, with that mentality, I think it can become very easy to lose touch with our boundaries. And look who's talking about boundaries. Somebody who's used to not be very good at them. And like, you don't have to be mean, you don't have to be negative, you don't have to be aggressive, but just to remember, like, does it make me feel good when I'm around this person? Okay, and then do like a little flow chart in your head. Does it make me feel good when I'm around this person? Yes, amazing, see them as often as you can. Does it make me feel good when I'm around this person? No. Okay, do you have to see this person like out of family obligation? Yes, okay, how can I fit my boundaries around that? Can I have it be for just an hour? Can I have it be for just like one portion of this day, whatever. Putting yourself first in a situation like that is a-okay. That's allowed. And if somebody wants to give you a hard time about that, that sounds like that's somebody else's problem. That sounds like that's not your thing to deal with, you know? And then there's the whole present thing. What if you can't afford a present? What if you don't want to give somebody a present? What if somebody gives you a present and you don't want to give them one back? Be so honest with yourself. I have a friend, I'll tell you right now, I have a friend. We did a present exchange last year and it was a lot more stressful than I thought it should have been. And so this year, I'm not doing it. I love her to death. I'm not gonna do it again because I'm like, I don't want to deal with that again. And if she asks me if I want to do it, I'm gonna say, you know what, girl? I love you so much. That's just not on my radar this year. What's she gonna do? Force me to? No, she's gonna say, okay, because she's my friend, and that's what friends do. They listen to each other's boundaries. So if somebody's forcing you to do something you don't wanna do, you don't have to do it. Is this a 1-biter or a 2-biter? Sounds like a challenge to me. Oh my God, eating is so weird. You just shove food in your face and then you smash it all together and then you swallow parts of it at a time and then that fuels your body. What? Since when? I need more goldfish. I'll be right back. We got more goldfish. Okay, I got goldfish babies because they're the cutest ones. I don't even like them. They're just cuter. No, I love them. Basically, I just wanted to remind you, you're allowed to have boundaries even during the holidays. Even if it can kind of feel like you shouldn't. And if you don't care, if you're somebody who's like, I'm down for whatever, great. Perfect. Well, even less to worry about. I did DM a celebrity crush of mine. He did not respond. No. Oh, you guys, let me just tell you something really quickly about, about my Patreon. Not even my Patreon, my patrons. I love you guys so much. They put up with all my stuff. They put up with me looking like a wet, drowned rat every time we do a live Zoom call. They put up with me playing this game called Scribble.io. Also, I got some almond M&Ms because I wanted something like a little sweet. All of a sudden this week on our live stream, Scribble.io was being super weird. And it was when we had new patrons in the chat. So Corey and Autumn, this was their first Zoom call. Thank you guys again for joining. I'm sorry there's confusion. But Scribble.io stopped working. It like started being so weird all of a sudden and it had never given us a problem before. Okay, much like this M&M bag. What's going on, my friend? There we go. We play Scribble.io. It's like this online Pictionary game where you type in what the other person's drawing. And I just had become like totally fatal for this game because it was so fun. It was like a really nice way to connect while we're all in different places. Like Tilly and Molly live in the UK. I live in Los Angeles. You know, Rachel lives in Long Island. Like we're all sitting there playing together. It's really cute. It makes me so happy. And I think that my my patrons like it. But yeah, all of a sudden it started being super weird this weekend. So two of our patrons, Sam and Kristen, showed me this new website called Gartic Online. And it's another kind of like Pictionary telephone game. It's so fun. We had so much fun playing. We played that for like 30 minutes. But anyway, we just had the best time. I am so lucky to have some of you guys as patrons. It's truly like one of the highlights of my week every week when we get to do our live streams. I wanted to say thank you to my patrons who are watching, who let me play my silly games and play with me and laugh along with me because it means a lot. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's been interesting. Oh, I'm really trying to like start a little bake sale situation, but doing that in California is so tricky. You have to get all these special licenses and all this stuff, and I just need to keep working at it. So that's a little teaser. But if you're in the Los Angeles area in the next couple of months, I hope to be able to share with you guys some baked goods and some stuff. But I just have to get all of these licenses and all that stuff sorted out. Okay, I think that's kind of our vibe. I finished my drink. I finished my gigantic sandwich that was probably way too big for lunch. Having some little desserties. We talked about my dating life. We talked about my friends. We talked about my family. My mom is good and happy and healthy, by the way. Thank you. We talked about apartment stuff and life stuff, cooking stuff, Patreon stuff, games, online games, TV. I just had so much fun getting to sit down and talk with you guys. Thank you so much for asking for these types of videos. It means a lot to me that I can bring you guys some comfort or companionship or friendship while maybe you're having your lunch or you're having your dinner or you're just wanting to like hang out with a buddy. So thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry there wasn't a podcast this week. I just simply couldn't get it done. As we speak, I am in Las Vegas for one of my good friend's weddings. So I will show you guys some pictures from that soon. You guys can show some support for the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing down below. That means so very much to me. And if you would like to check out the Patreon and support there, that would be absolutely incredible. You can check out patreon.com/Irene Walton, and it starts at only $2 a month. So yeah, that's that. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Drink lots of water. I have a feeling some of you haven't drank any water today, and I would like for you to go drink some. Thank you. Okay, I love you. Goodbye. I was scared it was gonna hit my teeth.